spawn, bro. It really bothers me.
A different place and a different position.
I love the spawners. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into it. The action is here. Opera GX. You can download Opera GX to defend yourself from ads and whatever, like these ones that are coming right in your face. Boom.
No matter the team they're playing against,
3 minutes.
They did ban those two versus
What do you think of England 6-4 France, bro? These teams didn't give a damn.
Right here. So let's see if it's going to be something like potentially even something like an Akali if they're looking for something like a Cassiopeia on B1.
Yeah, I'm interested. The Renekton ban makes me think maybe T1 leaning towards getting Ambessa for Doran, a pick that he's had a lot of success on. We saw last year. Like
T1 probably will first pick Jarvan, or they will look to invite Xin Zhao angles.
Potentially setting up for that in this situation. Notably, Nocturne taken away from Oner, but the Orianna still on the cards, something that Faker has consistently prioritized when it's available that will get taken away. Cassiopeia still on the cards, though.
I'm not a big fan of Cassiopeia if Ezreal and Ziggs is in the picture.
Be the case right here. Oner's leasing. All right.
So now the biggest question
honestly, Cannon, if you care about this best of 3, you just take Xin Zhao away.
There's that Syndra option for Fake.
Take Xin Zhao away. You don't care. Take Xin Zhao away.
In the middle of the draft,
go Xin Zhao, Ziggs. Big super on 3.
Like most teams, yes.
This is the test. Oh, they're not serious. They pick Viktor.
The early Viktor prio comes in, and then
Viktor, Skarner, they're not serious about this one.
All year long, even when it wasn't being played.
They're not serious about this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Out to great success. A lot of lockdown already in a matchup that he feels comfortable in into the Lee Sin. If the Lee Sin comes in, he can.
All right, Faker Akali, send it.
And the Viktor,
Cassio Ambessa. All right, Rigatoni.
T1 instantly respond with that Ambessa.
Kiin, do it to him. Pick Rigatoni and carry the game.
I'm seeing already a lot of intent from both drafts. I'm looking at T1. There's an intent to skirmish, to fight, to brawl early. And from Gen.G, it's more like we're building sort of a front-to-back composition where Cannon...
Somebody touch my Rigatoni.
Chovy
Give me my Rigatoni.
Stages of the game.
Not a super big fan of Vayne into Lee and Cassio, but it's a good matchup.
On the second half, they might look at Syndra.
It's a good matchup.
Well.
Maybe they feel like they're too susceptible to Cassio with Skarner and Renekton on the team.
Because you are pairing up maybe a mid laner who synergizes better with a
first ban. First off, fuck you, click.
The concern would be, though, I feel like
in the game you came.
If Viktor starts getting momentum in that lane, he can just shove you in and clear out the waves. We do get
Kiin's
Vayne, which is a pick that...
I did listen to hit him up just to get that out of my system.
I remember there was one game into Zeus' Aatrox.
Viktor's apparently OP according to some pros. Viktor is OP. Like, Viktor is very strong.
And then the
thank you very much for the prime.
Rarely a second rotation ban against T1, but very often a ban against this team.
With another engaged support taken away by T1 as well. So bot lane is setting up nicely. Again, I like that you guys talked about the flexibility. These mages going towards bot, as we all know. More likely has been...
Yeah, thank you very much, Witchy Twig and also Brizinger.
As right now, I got to ask the question, are we just going to keep banning away support?
Gen.G, are we banning Lucian?
Options as a potential
I think we're banning Lucian, right?
That there might be things like the Ezreal.
I guess Ezreal is open,
like
but we're picking Ezreal, no?
Like things that down bot can find lanes.
We're picking Ezreal. Taliyah. We're picking Ezreal on 4, right? Every day of the week.
Who's been just phenomenal on that pick. The Taliyah ban coming out, though, cautious of that being put into the bot lane.
We're picking Ezreal.
With the CC support can have a lot of great effect.
I feel like the Nautilus kind of gives it away that maybe T1 is looking for that Ezreal, especially the flexibility that the champion has. Nautilus locks that down pretty easily. Or maybe they could be looking for something that
Ezreal ban.
Like in terms of something like a
Truly gonna pick Jhin
with Emilio, which Nautilus is a big threat to.
Oh, Rigatoni was banned by T1 in the 1-2-3. You're right. That's why they went Vayne. All right, I was blind. But now I see. My bad.
The table aren't going to be there for Gen.G until that final
I didn't see, bro. I honestly, I'm so blind to the coloring of these bands. Like my brain usually registers everything when I'm watching the screen, but with these coloring, with this coloring, I don't see so well.
Which you've seen working to pretty great effect. The Camille is still available. I feel like Leona in this tournament so far has fared better into the Camille than the Shen has, but I feel like here,
I don't like the Shen blind.
Themselves in case Keria does come out with
but what can Ruler pick AD that is going to be such a
in this situation,
such a cook?
Or they could go in a different direction. It looks
like Cassio bot lane into Sylas, Lila into Viktor. Not the most exciting ultimate. Skarner and Shen ult are kind of nice, I guess. What is it? IDOC appointment? Why are you bringing it up now?
They go for the Camille instead.
Camille.
Let's see if it's going to be the case. There's going to be a lot of roaming from Keria and Duro with the Shen and the Camille. However,
I don't know, I think Gen.G is a better team.
Around their carries with the Shen and the Skarner. And there's a lot of brawling activity from the set of T1. How does the Lee Sin get into the backline to get one of those big kicks?
This is going to be locked in. Faker Sylas again.
Faker Sylas into Viktor.
It was only the other day that he ended the game with 20 kills.
I don't know, Victor was first picked, and he ends up playing such a strong game.
Top 5, you got to think in Tier 1 competitive games. Faker returns
Victor
again,
picked so early.
and it is going to be a Cassiopeia.
Hello, big kid.
Like,
Good to see you, my son. I don't know why I called you son, but yo.
As much as you could with the Viktor bod, they don't have much AD in their composition.
Anivia.
It looks like they might be leaning towards that. Really, only Kiin.
Victor bot lane, Anivia mid into Sylas.
I feel like you might lack the sustained damage to deal with it, especially if...
I guess you can get away with it when you have Vayne.
Anivia, a pick that Chovy feels very comfortable.
Maybe Vayne AD, that's never happening.
Especially into like a Cassiopeia or Sylas we can outrange. And the Viktor gonna go down to Ruler.
I don't know. I kind of still feel like Gen.G's gonna win, bro. I feel like Gen.G's gonna win, bro. They have this composition that allows them to do Krav Maga, you know, like it allows them to do this. You know, if this is how Gen.G play when they're at their best. You know what I mean? Like this is how they play. This is their play style.
Wow.
Later on, the team becomes super.
You know what I mean?
From Gen.G and
does anyone know what I mean?
Defensive tools to fend him off.
This is their play style.
We haven't seen them swap yet. You know, Peyz has been playing.
That's what I'm looking at.
Peyz has been playing all sorts of things in solo.
But against Viktor, like, how does that fare? I mean, until 6, I know it'd be
level 1. You have so much kill pressure.
Yeah.
Level 1, you have so much.
Sylas bot lane.
No, as the Sylas and the
Camille. Okay.
Right.
Sylas, Camille bot lane. The thing is, I don't believe in Sylas bot lane. You know why? You know why? I think levels is by far the most OP thing you could ever get on Sylas.
From what we saw
this lane, unless they get a kill level 1, 2, 3, I think they're gonna be useless.
Technically, Chovy's running Vayne.
Straight up.
The graphic over there,
right?
With Kiin, Viktor top. Yeah, let's ignore the stage.
Ignore whatever's behind us.
But the reality, what we saw at the end of pick ban was that Peyz did not swap the Sylas. So unless we get a delay getting onto stage,
Sylas Camille, like they're really OP, like level 1, 2, 3, the amount of damage they do. Like I think they can straight up one-shot somebody. But
indeed. Let's wait.
A lot of tension.
I don't think this Sylas is gonna scale horribly, bro.
T1, but not as you know it. Our third
imagine 7 items Sylas at 50 minutes though.
For pride, for really just
why should I imagine that?
Of road to MSI.
What's your assessment of the 20 so far? A very chaotic tournament.
Is it indeed?
Very chaotic. But
I don't trust it because there is a
I think it's a mixed bag, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of fatigue. A lot of fatigue of this tournament.
Can get 20 kills on this. I guess I can too.
And the performances are very, very lopsided. It's just a continuation of MSI, but even more extreme.
To try out like Echo bot lane, Sylas bot lane is.
If I'm playing this lane with Sylas, bro, I am actually gonna go electrocute.
He is Galio. He has just played anything you can possibly imagine.
Yep.
And I think the angle here is that Camille's so strong level 1 as you have.
DK vs Casey's BO5, yeah.
Sylas functions in a similar way. The chains into the dash, they're gonna go for it.
He said flash ignite, couldn't dodge away from the abscond duck.
Ruler had to flash, bro. These champions are dangerous. Keria has no flash. He's getting bonked. He's getting bonked.
No escape.
He's getting bonked. Oh, honestly, guys, I think that's GG.
That's the problem with Sylas level 1.
It's a disaster, mate.
Earlies from your passive. So if you can cycle through your spells, you can dish out a lot of damage. But since the chain did not connect, then Peyz
it's a Nexus Exploder, guys, because honestly, Sylas,
had no flash.
Yeah,
Sylas and Camille just have zero traction in the lane unless they can all in perma.
And that was a one-way trip. Once he was in, there was no getting out. So
it's this wave is frozen. If Ruler bases and gets himself a Ruby Crystal, the lane is just over, bro. That's where we are, you know? Bro, the Shen skin is so fucking cool, bro. It's tough, bro. It's tough.
And everything just falls apart.
It's tough. Are you tough enough? The Keria stun doesn't land. Question is, Keria asked, oh, what was he thinking? No, he wants to look to trade, because if they connect here, then they burn the flash of Viktor like Camille, Sylas do a shit ton of damage. A shit ton. They legit one-shot you level 1 with EE.
Bot laner in solo queue slamming Sylas.
Yeah, and this being your bot lane tonight.
Oh,
even again, Shadow Dash Connect, Peyz in a bit of trouble this time. He takes the health bar.
I just don't believe in this Sylas bot lane, guys. I can understand in some spots if you get value, but you sent a Cassio into Anivia. What's the value there? You know, if you get value, you have crazy ults, you get the great mid lane matchup. I understand. I can get behind that, sincerely. But here, you sent Cassio into Anivia, which I think is good for Anivia. And then you got this too, you know. Canyon is just here. Can we get a condemned into the wall? He's baby Kiin as the exhaust. Oh, Gen.G. Gen.G Line-up. You can't spell Gen.G without Gen.G.
It's such a frustrating combo. The Skarner and the Vayne, one slam to the wall, and you just get stuck there. Oner trying to bail out Doran.
To be fair though, lads, this tournament's been crazy. Maybe, just maybe we get some crazy ends from Gen.G. We've seen some throws. Alright. Dash from Duro. Ruler bought the wrong items, by the way. He didn't buy Ruby Crystal. By the way, if he buys double Ruby Crystal, it's over. He walks to lane with double Ruby Crystal.
And I feel like Oner thought they were going to be diving Doran right here.
It's over on the spot. But he went double Amtom. He can actually die.
As well. And the CC chain into the exhaust was impossible for Oner's Lee Sin.
T1 are already shopping in duty free.
And I believe Kiin got a red buff as well from that. So things going from bad to worse for Doran in this situation. Already 500 gold down in the matchup. A rough start.
I'll say. Gold lead spread nicely. Gen.G have Kiin up 500 with a kill of his own 15 CS lead. Meanwhile, look towards Peyz. He absconds out of there because into a gravity field. And Rule will have enough damage. He goes back in. I don't know if he really wanted that minion.
He really did.
I mean, it was worth, I guess, because he did not die.
I think the thing with this bot lane matchup is...
On the ball, let's looking for his chickens. Canyon looking to equalize the game here. Gets the chickens.
Sonic Wave going to be taken, but Faker at half HP.
Give him my Oner. Invaded level 1 and Canyon didn't realize.
Chovy now level 6, so he's got the Glacial Storm to add in the wave clear.
So Keria had to wait for Peyz to crash out the wave down bot lane, which means he was second on that play mid lane. So Oner has to see his camps being taken away from Canyon and lose the entire top side of the map that respawn. However, he's not going to miss any time on the map. He's just going to go to the neutral zone.
Level 6 now picked up by Kiin. Canyon there to hover. I didn't see the full shove in. We didn't actually catch that on stream. But I assume Kiin got some kind of freeze going with
He's baby Kiin.
Even expanded.
Will Doran send it, guys? Peyz, question mark.
Look towards bot. Peyz has to flash away.
All right.
Oh, this lane is absolutely rubbish.
Right. Just let some minions go. I mean, this is the problem with this lane. You're an
all-in. Yeah, land it. He's baby Kiin. He's baby Kiin. Tumble. Warden Bush. Honestly, the phage move speed was so clutch here.
Dodging the ult from Doran and the vision in the brushes meant that there was nowhere for Doran to escape to wait for cooldowns. Kiin cutting that.
The thing is, Doran has to do that. He has to do that. Thing is, I know it's popular to blame Doran, but this is like a really good attempt. Like it's really good attempt. Because his lane is completely cooked after getting dove like that and Lee giving kill. Like, his lane is just cooked.
I also like the vision call there as well. Didn't realize he had a ward in the inventory.
And Kiin played like a goddamn beast.
With a big part, as you said, Faker in a bit of trouble now. Glacial Storm is down. Canyon here to help out. Impale available.
It's a good all-in to try to save the game. Imagine he gets the auto off before the tumble there, and then suddenly, like, it's like game-winning. Ooh. The lobster that got away, baby.
But now I feel like with Duro,
Peyz looking for Shen. This is a good play from T1. I like this from T1. Picasso. Duro flashes the... I don't know what the name of Camille W is.
But
It's like some
the aggression.
analytics something.
Jungle, but flashes from Canyon and Duro do the
Oof, this lane is frozen. Anivia is roaming.
CT1 trying to put so much pressure down his
Tactical sweep, that's the word, yeah. Thank you, guys.
And I feel like they've been constantly trying to pour some money into Oner's Lee Sin. Again, the later this game goes, the harder it will be for Oner to find any sort of kick on anyone from the side of
okay, the whole armada is coming, but look at that pink ward. If this pink ward spots Camille, you know how bad it is for T1's map state? Oh, it gets spotted. Kiin, open your eyes! You had all the info! Son! Nah, it's England versus France.
And Kiin stuck between three. They
Bro,
want the kill to Peyz.
you ruined what I was trying to explain here, Kiin. My point was, wow, this is so good because they are spotting Camille. And it means that Vayne will back off and then the map state will crash because they can pressure Cassio and they can pressure bot. And there's no play on top because they have full info. Yeah, let's take the fight. Let's take the 5-4v5 here. Let's take the 5-4v5, Gen.G. Totally. Let's give the enemy a chance to come back. He's baby Kiin. Uno for uno. Faker doesn't get the petrifying gaze. Chovy. Here comes Doran the Moran. Has public execution. Ruler dodges it. T1 get a 4v5 fight, but here comes Vayne with his silver bolts. Condemning. That's a stun. Ult placement is beautiful from Chovy. Oh my days, T1 is back in the game and that's an egg command, but it gets cancelled. Good job, Gen.G. At least we have a game on our hands.
Stun at the end, the TP keeps channeling. If you go into egg, the stun.
T1. Nah, it's just a dream situation, you know. They get a 4v5, and you have a situation where you get full conqueror value off of Lee and Sylas. They get a long fight. Like, these are dream fights for Ambessa, Lee, Sylas. These are bruisers playing 30-second plus fights. They are chilling.
Every time they do not have spells available and the spell usage.
And then this flash from Kiin was disgusting. But it's okay.
Create space and then Oner and Peyz chain up their CC so beautifully on their cooldowns.
That flash condemn was awful.
He really wanted to get out of there.
Awful.
Jovy's like, I've done my job, please. So for T1, I can't believe I'm saying this in this game where top went wrong.
Game even.
But they have a 500 goal lead. It's minimized a bit right now, but it's there.
It's crazy that even after that
game is even, and now look at the condition of Lee. Like, Lee is 1k gold ahead after that game, after that play. Canyon with the loop around. Faker has no petrifying gaze. The Medusa went to the barber and got a haircut. But that haircut makes her lighter. She's walking away. Where's Vayne? Master Vayne. Master Vayne, where are you, son?
Now coming in, another wall, a blast cone, Faker on the grand escape. It will end now.
Canyon takes the kill.
Unfortunately, Kiin really wanted it.
Who allowed Cassiopeia to have boots?
I don't know.
She's super fast.
It's unbalanced.
Yeah, she's a bit fast.
Swifties as well, damn.
At least 400.
However, all this time,
Well, DK gets his stuff fast if the series ends quick. Yeah.
They're taking the second objective on the map, which is going to be the Doran.
Here comes the Shen ultimate. Baby Kiin. Baby Kiin. Oh, it's Sylas. I forgot about that. I forgot that it's Sylas. Lila. Hey, I forgot that it's Sylas. I completely forgot that it's Sylas. I'm like thinking in my head, it's like, all right, let's see if he can tumble, the taunt, and then the Sylas appears.
Trouble here. He's going to put the gravity field down. Safeguard over it for Oner. Smite down as well. Sonic Wave turns into resonating strike.
T1. Gen.G has collapsed, guys. Gen.G has collapsed. I said earlier, bro, we've seen weirder stuff. We've seen weirder stuff.
Almost 100% KP, only missing one, but
we have seen weirder stuff. And now suddenly, Gen.G is on the back foot, bro. They're just 2k gold behind. Why not, bro? Why not? 2k gold behind after being giga ahead. Peyz. Now we can act as if they had the craziest early game ever and T1 just got everything they wanted out of their champs. We can just forget that Keria flashed in and missed his E level 1. We can forget that Lee got dove and threw his lead. We can forget all of that.
getting stalled out, it feels like.
Because
And they've got
Kiin
two dragons as
saw
well.
Camille on a
Looks like Gen.G
ward
can coast
and
this game
decided
with
to
Victor's
all in
down
Doran
defense as well.
anyway.
Dragons with the Hextech Soul too.
Oh, yeah.
The ult does connect, and then with the Shen. Well,
What a play, by the way. What a play. That's cool, by the way. That's sick. What a goddamn play. Sylas Shen ult commitment.
In this uncomfortable position. Just great play by the duo, and you can see when Doran ran out of cooldowns, Peyz was there just to finish off the kill.
Doran just hitting Ambessa ult is huge too, bro. That ult is hard to hit after the nerf.
Until he gets caught and dies. Into T1 doing Dragon, and while they're doing Dragon, Peyz is setting up a play top lane with Doran. This is so quick on the map.
Attempted ult there from Doran in the top lane. Public execution now down.
Really?
You can see with the Eclipse already there.
Bro, Doran playing as if Ruler insulted his mother or something.
Screaming justice like they're a Dursley, because Doran is able to get through the lane. He's got a bounty on his head somehow, despite still being down CS. And he's now able to play the champion with a lot more ability.
I don't know, this condition is really good for T1. Look at top lane. And I think that Faker and Oner can defend bot. Holy Peyz! Damn!
Peyz gonna get stunned up. The field will follow.
Woo!
All will run. He's okay. He'll clear mid-wave. While meanwhile, this is the counterplay from Gen.G. While top is overloaded with 2. Gen.G bring 4 to the botman show.
Yeah, so Gen.G trying to find some kills there, unable to do so, but they once again get Faker's flash. I feel like the Cassiopeia, everyone else has a dash. Cassiopeia kind of limited up against this team comp that Gen.G has, and it's been a bit of a target for Gen.G. But it's just so crazy that we have a Sylas playing up against a Viktor as the bot laners, and Ruler's just under so much pressure. If a chain connects, he is just dead.
Ruler. Field is there in case there's an absconded duck. Chovy was spotted on a ward. Duro now the same as, by the way, his Stand United is finally up. He knows if he takes this, he probably will die to Duro, or at least some kind of gank coming through from Chovy, who's in Fog of War, moving towards the
Wait,
lane.
Ruler has Q upgrade?
Graph shows exactly what I wanted to point out about Doran.
Okay.
I think he was almost behind about almost 1,000 gold. Currently, he's sitting on a gold lead versus the Vayne on that Ambessa, which is incredible. Getting that first tower and getting a couple of tower bladings as well. Him and Lee Sin getting ahead in this
Roosevelt was fine though, Viktor.
Skyrocket T1's gold.
Yeah, the fact he's a leader, I'm pretty sure at one point it was like 1,200. It was sizable, and now he's in such a comfortable position.
I think buying Rotovages when you play bot lane, it feels very bad.
These bruises get on
You get like level 10 to 11 proc.
Ruler,
Like,
it's going to be such a tough time to peel from that position. It's a minute 30.
All right, T1. Show us what you got. Did you learn from yesterday how to close out a game? Guys, T1 had 3 Nashers yesterday, and they couldn't end the game. 3 Nashers.
You said that Dragon going to be a priority. Doran
3.
doesn't want to expend TP.
3.
Join anything here. The threat there is Crystallize follows up. Doran in the
When I
corner,
say
he gets
3,
back
you
again,
say,
and
huh? 3.
Some pretty good trades.
3.
He's going to repudiation out of that one. He buffers.
Chovy movement. Chovy movement.
Chovy with the follow-up, the Glacial Storm.
Chovy.
Doran needs some autos.
Here comes the wall. The wall is ready. There it is.
Again.
Oh my god! Is it goddamn frogging or what?
Frostbite TP to get Chovy as he
Here comes Faker. Here comes Faker. There's the Shen ultimate. Chovy. Chovy predicting the petrifying gaze.
Presses E one more time, needs to change, won't connect. Faker has a wall, now a stun in his face, a Crystallize there, another Glacial Storm, T1, a zone consistently.
Oh, Peyz? Question mark? Are you mad? Are you mad? Okay, what is happening, bro? There's play happening on both sides of the map.
He gets the Herald, gets the kick, and dies. But now the Herald's trying to be defended here by Gen.G.
Kiin. What is Keria doing? I swear Keria is holding them back in this game.
All the eye. The steal will come through, but T1 will not claim their
Oh,
prize.
Doran collects it with the portal, puts the Herald down to drive it out. Holy Keria, bro. Is this the new Fast and Furious movie or what? Damn, it's Vin Diesel.
I see it.
Oh.
But now he needs to get on out.
Oh.
Canyon flashes away.
No, so lucky, Doran.
Now on the turret. Peyz coming to help out this game.
Oh, baby Kiin. Oh, it's a tragedy, bro. It's not a box office hit.
The Silver Bolt.
The Fast and Furious movie, starring Doran as the main character,
Play it work for Doran. It would have been one of the most legendary of all time.
is a commercial disaster.
Yeah.
It's a commercial disaster, ladies and gentlemen.
Ultimate tower dive. I mean, T1 are just playing so fast on the map. It started from a bot play where Doran was being chased, and then Doran TPing top, to then playing for the Herald, and now playing for the Dragon, as Gen.G have already started that one. Oner is around, but the rest of T1 are nowhere to be seen.
I think they're going to let this one go. I think the fighting was kind of an attempt to lead into that. But this is why we're not getting a replay, because it's going to go for about 1:30, and we're going to look at 3 different lanes.
You know what? I feel like you guys
here we go.
you had to experience a bit of the T1 circus.
I do.
On full display there.
Tackle into the wall, CC chain. Where's the condemn? The condemn didn't happen. Kiin saved it for a rainy day. Doran had no spells, like.
One of the things is when you're traveling through,
Yeah, maybe he should have stayed, honestly. One more basic attack there on Vayne would have changed everything. And then I think he could drain tag it. Why is Peyz? Peyz keeps stealing Anivia ult. He did it twice. Why are we stealing Anivia ult? That shit doesn't do anything for you, man.
One T1 gain on the other side of the map for this death.
Alright, at least we're getting tier 2 top.
Another tower, tier 2 right here, as Gen.G have left Chovy alone down bot lane to take and claim that first bot lane tier 1 for Gen.G.
Who's winning this game?
The first
I
bot.
think LCK.
Well said. LCK might be winning. Joe, also well said. And right now, it is.
Nice, Hysterics is getting trolled by his co-casters. They're too afraid to predict, to talk about the game state.
Set up there with an ulti from Doran, but they're not in town. Rule is just going to walk it out as he's kind of been chilling. This guy's been farming all day.
Yeah, they're just
drawing as well on our screens.
The art in the in the audience has been amazing. I don't know where people get the time. Must take like the night before.
There was a third place football match yesterday. I don't know if you caught it. It was all offense, no defense.
Oh, really?
I understand that Ox and Troubleinc are afraid of T1 fans and Gen.G fans. They're just afraid of fans. During hot summers, they don't use fans.
At this point, it's been pretty crazy. The mid tower pretty low on HP. Canyon trying to find an angle here to protect his top laner.
Yeah, I guess Kiin is
Is AC okay? It's technically there's fans built into AC too.
35 seconds till the Baron. I mean, both these teams.
All right. This turret is very low. What if T1 do a massive sweeping play here on Ruler? Ruler's got a flash. There's the Camille. There's the flash taunt. The Shen ultimate from Shen. Well, yeah, that's redundant. Peyz doesn't connect the Viktor ultimate. Peyz.
Peyz is dead. Big commitment.
Canyon, here comes the bird. I feel like Chovy is the only one, like, really. Ooh. 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 But I want to say, ooh, the tip. Canyon gave Doran his tip. Get on my sting, he said. I wanted to say, Chovy is the only one. Chovy is the only one that is, like, playing really clean, I feel. I feel like Chovy is the only one that is, like, you know?
We're gonna look for the steal here, but Duro is playing bouncer. The wall's there as well, and he's on vision. This is not going to be an easy task.
You know what I mean?
Oner also finds Kiin here. Final out popped yet.
He's babe Kiin. Keria with the fake out. Here comes the taunt. Beautiful CC chamber. Oh, he almost got it. Jesus. How did he slip in, bro? Bro, Oner's League of Legends, bro, he should play American football, you know? American football, the way he's, like, getting himself over the line, you know? When everyone's trying to keep him out, bro, he would be scoring touchdowns.
That Ruler survived on this play, able to kite out, able to evade from Peyz. And Kiin is just free hitting at this point. They focused so many resources onto the Viktor, they had nothing left in the tank for the Vayne.
And mind you, Chovy was not there this entire time to peel further from the Viktor. Shen and Skarner were more than enough to keep their Viktor alive. And here's the ginormous attempt from Oner whilst on vision to try and get into the pit. Let's watch this one more time. Keria is trying to dissuade Kiin and Duro, and somehow...
You know, the issue with games like these, it looks fun to play League of Legends.
They stop the damage, right?
Hitting it at about 2,000 HP. It got to about 1,800. Smite does 1,400.
You can see that, you know, the team fighting from Peyz, he is not... he's not in the loop, you know? He's not in the loop. He, his team fighting is... yeah, like, it does look like this is his third Sylas game ever, you know? His team fighting is off the charts.
With Kiin being so strong.
Kiin, 3,000 gold. Storm Razor's just picked up. That's the third item.
Ah, baby Kiin is so fed.
We talked about the recovery of Doran. I love that it's just bounced back. Honestly, these fights have been so ambitious from T1. And Gen.G have
Serves and Brace, Chovy.
When you have a bunch of CC that lines up in a row. As Keria found out, Dragon spawns. The third one for T1, still looking with their...
Oh, this kind of strong as all hell, and Keria just committing to her? Like, what is this play, T1? Like, it's so unserious. I don't know what we're doing, but I guess it's so unserious, bro. Like, Keria ulted, and then tapped out, and just booked his flight, bro. Like, what are we doing? He ulted the first target, tapped out, booked his flight. Well, Keria doesn't give a damn, bro.
Too tanky.
It's one of the worst Keria games I've ever seen. What the hell? Keria doesn't care.
With more than a firm gold lead, 8,000 right now. 3.6 of that sitting on Kiin on that Vayne. I feel like T1's combo at this point in time is just way too hard to play. Let's watch this one more time. Oner is trying to find a flank right here. However, the wave that's going to push down that bot lane will momentarily reveal him, which will give the information to Kiin to be ready for that kick. The second Oner jumps behind him, he flashes over the wall.
Yeah, the invisibility as well helping out there. And then this AoE combo, the double storms. And look how big the Viktor storm becomes. It's just crazy.
Bro, the fans care more, bro.
8,000 gold.
The fans care more.
Comp's already been talked about, but the way every fight is now going is unreal. 28 kills, 23 minutes. Another maybe going
I
down.
want Spain to win.
Tanky enough at this point. Chovy looking to help out.
But only for one reason.
Peyz exhausted, has to flash because no abscond of duck.
Because Spain politically has been very free Palestine, and this melee dude is very, very pro-Zionist, pro-Israel. So
to defend the towers, to maybe cause a
let's go Spain, Lala! Yes!
It's ambitious to say they're going to go down, probably would go down regardless. And he will do this reasonably quick here.
Wait, bro, I really thought the crowd started shouting it. I was so confused. I was like, man, goddamn simulation. I'm so confused.
As a win.
Yeah, objective bounty as well. All things considered, with the state of the game, T1 will absolutely take that. Able to get a good amount of gold in the pocket, and they only lost their mid inhibitor, which is the one you're kind of least concerned about. So good moves from T1.
Wake up, you're dreaming. I've seen those shorts, bro. I think those are fucked up, by the way. What have you... I thought you played a soundbite. I didn't.
Have been pulling him around the map with Peyz taking the Shen ult and TPing over, and then random TPs around the map to play super quick T1
bro,
tempo.
What if we do a cosplay? We need a cosplay goal. Cosplay sub goal.
Try turn this into a numbers advantage in the next 5 seconds.
The sub goal needs to cover for the cost of the cosplay. What you gonna cosplay? Yeah, you guys get to choose. What if I cosplay Shrek?
Installed by Gen.G.
What if I cosplay Shrek, bro?
Keria's trying to sneak in for some vision, but Gen.G.
I cosplay Shrek, and then we speedrun Elden Ring with a Shrek, mod.
And step up out of bounds.
Baron at 50 seconds.
Just a
control of an area against the Gen.G composition.
And then all I say the whole stream when I defeat a boss: get out of my swamp.
You can see in the bottom left of the screen. And there is some vision, some potential TP options to get behind Gen.G. And I think that's what T1 needs to do. You need to find flank angles. If you approach from one direction, it's never going to work.
You do have triple TP, luckily for T1 if they want to.
It's all. Ooh, look at that wall, though. Look at that wall. Look at that wall. Look at that condemn. The condemn was kind of goofy. Look at the goofy.
Kiin is going to run the fight.
Bro, Vayne damage is ridiculous, bro.
Of game number 1 as Faker
Vayne damage is ridiculous, mate.
Shatters, and the follow-up, the passive move speed from the Vayne with an exhaust as well is going to claim Faker, or just about. This one's done, and Gen.G in under 28 minutes.
Hey, yo, I need 3 more kills.
T1 maybe we're looking for
I need
a
3
play
more
out
kills.
far.
Can we dive?
Gen.G does not even need
Can we
that.
dive
They
the
just
guy?
brute force
We
themselves
dive
in
Faker?
the base.
Faker tried to make a hero play with a
Can we get a
petrifying
little
gaze,
dive?
but Gen.G would not get caught out.
A little
5 members
dive.
strong. Keria's going to go in. I don't think he's going to last very long.
That's
He
one.
does get his counterpart in Duro.
But a wall again. Canyon's
That's
going to
2.
run Faker in. Keria's going to be down.
Uno más,
Health
por
bars
favor.
do not matter. Gen.G have 4.
Yeah,
Another
baby.
wall will be given to the Vayne. Kiin electrifies in our 3rd place match. As game 1
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
We saw something experimental from T1. We definitely saw the circus.
I'm
We
joking,
saw
guys. I'm
cool,
joking.
calm and collected from Gen.G, and a composition that when they got ahead, they could just